Alright, and welcome back. Today's little mini lesson will be about determining if a table represents a function. Over to the right hand side, I went ahead and wrote some little notes out for what is considered not a function when you're looking at a table versus what a function looks like when you're looking at a table. So when x values repeat, that means that it's not a function. Another way of thinking about this is that one x value has two or more y values. Okay, those two things means that a table is not a function. And if a table is a function, it just means that every x value has one y value. They could have the same y value, or like different x values can have the same y value. However, you cannot have one x value that repeats and has a different y value. Alright, so what does all of this mean? Well, first of all, even though we're looking at tables and these tables have been derived from word problems, we're just going to cut through that and make it look like this. This is your x column, your y column. Same thing over here. We're just going to cut through all of that. We're going to say x and y. Over here, same thing. X, then y, and then the last one, x, then y. Now, all we want to do is go through and check off each x value. You don't even have to really concern yourself too much with the y column. Not yet, but the main priority is the x column. So 2.3, check. 1.9, check. 2.0, check. 2.6, check. 1.9, hold up. Well, let's look. Both of these are still a go because they're the exact same thing. It's the same x value and it has the same y value. That's perfectly fine. 2.5, no, none of these have repeated with a different y value so far. 1.7, now we have 1.9 again here, but now it has a different y value. This is going to make it not a function. So number one would be not a function. Alright, let's take a look at number two. Once again, we're going to go through. We want to check every x value to make sure it has its own, or not its own, but it has a y value. And it has the same y value if it repeats. Okay? So 20, check. 25, check. 18, check. 22, check. 30, check. 20. Well, let's take a look. This 20 up here at the top had a 40 as a y value. This 20 down here has a 42 as a y value. Those are two different. It's the same x value. The x's repeat, but it's not repeating with the same y value. So this means that it is not a function. Alright. So if an x value is going to repeat, it has to repeat with the same y value. You can't repeat with a different y value. Let's look at number three. 163, 167, 154, 172, 167 again. So this 167 has a 68 as a y value. This 167 up here has a 70 as a y value. That's going to make it not a function. The x values repeat and it doesn't repeat with the same y value, then it's not a function. Let's take a look at number four. 200, 125, 310, 172, 215, 260, 125. 125. Maybe I was too fast with it. This 125 at the top had 54. This 125 down here has 66. Once again, this makes it not a function because the x value repeats and it doesn't repeat with the y value that it had the first time. So not a function. The only way it's going to be a function is that if the x values do not repeat. Alright, and that will conclude our lesson for today.